everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Alice, and if you're new here, I just want to say hi. I do different reviews for products that I use or that I've come across and tried out. Things from their local grocery store, Walmart, Target, or your average thrift store, all hopefully for an affordable price because I don't earn a lot of money. But anyway, if that is kind of interesting to you, please consider subscribing and hitting the bell notification. That way you'll always know when I post a new video. Okay, so today we are going to do what I promised in my last video, another coffee review. And I thought I would be more fair in this review to Starbucks and to its competition by picking another name brand. And this time I chose Dunkin Donuts. Now, I'll start by saying that Dunkin Donuts is not as popular of a coffee brand out here, at least not from what I've seen. I think we might have a store where I live, but I've never been to it, so I really can't speak to how good it is. And I've also never bought the store brand coffee, so I've never tried it before. Starbucks, on the other hand, of course, I have been to a Starbucks. I've bought Starbucks coffee. I enjoy it. I drink it regularly. That's a coffee that I'm very familiar with. So just putting that out there so that we, kind of know where I stand as a reviewer. And yeah, let's get right to it. I just wanted to show you guys, I did get a new pour over set. So this one should probably work better. I can put a filter in it. It can, not get kind of rusty on the inside there. It's kind of my main concern with the metal one, but yeah, I think this one's gonna work great. So for the Starbucks coffee that I chose for this review, I thought, again, I would be a little bit more fair to the competition, and I went to a grocery store and bought a pre-brown bag of single origin Colombia Starbucks coffee. The packaging, as you can see, is a little bit less flashy than the other one, the Yukon that we did in the previous review. It just has that, classic Starbucks apron green at the top here and the little mountain scene at the bottom here. I'm assuming that's somewhere in Colombia. And yeah, I think it's actually really cute. I think it's really nice and easy on the eyes. The other one was just a little too busy for me. I don't know. I didn't like it as much as I like this style of packaging. It says it's a medium roast with notes of toasted walnut and herbs. And yeah, it's kind of like right in the middle of the medium roast right there. You can see their little scale, and it sits just right in the middle there. And let's see, it says on the side of the packaging here, we've always loved coffee from Colombia, and we're never reminded of that love more than when we're traveling to the coffee farms. Interesting. How many managers do you think go to the coffee farms from Starbucks? I would be very curious to know that. It would be nice to know that they were actually overseeing operations there and making sure that the ethically sourced coffee was actually ethically sourced, instead of just kind of going, yeah, we'll just buy it for that price, and we assume you're doing everything correctly. Anyway, okay. Driving treacherous dirt roads with a sheer mountain wall to one side, nothing but air for thousands of feet to the other. Well, that would be scary. Sitting at 6,500 feet of elevation, nestled among beautiful and distinctive Colombian countryside, these farms produce amazing coffee. Well, that sounds like it, yeah. I think I've heard that Colombia and a few other regions, they have the perfect climate for the coffee beans, so that would make sense that they make and grow a lot of coffee. For us, the juicy acidity, herbal notes, and signature nutty finish of this 100% Colombian coffee are worth the journey every time. Well, I would assume so if you were actually going there and, driving those treacherous roads in the company van or whatever the heck you have to get there to the farms. I'm not trying to be so sassy. Anyway, I think it's very nice packaging. I think it's a very nice sentiment. Like I said, if it's true, that's great. I love ethically sourced coffee. I love the Colombia region coffees. They're just a very smooth, usually almost semi-sweet coffees. And yeah, we'll have to see if there are, in fact, toasted walnuts and herbs, as they are claiming right there. Okay, so for the second coffee, I chose Dunkin Donuts Original Blend Medium Roast. It says your perfect cup of joe right here at the top. And yeah, I actually really like this. It's a very simplistic packaging with the orange background and the white coffee mug and the coffee steaming in the front. You got the orange Dunkin and the white background up here. And yeah, I think it's very nice. I think it's very, you know, just very simplistic. Doesn't kind of overstimulate the eyes or anything like that. It says on the side here, it's a success story that started in the 1950s as a single donut shop in Quincy, Massachusetts, and now includes over 9,500 shops. Sure, Dunkin', trademark, has been known for its donuts over the years, but it's our coffee that kept America running. And just what kind of brew could create such a stir? Oh, it's a coffee pun. Open this bag and find out. Oh boy, wow. I am very excited to see what kind of a stir this coffee is going to be creating today. So to start off, I am going to be starting with the Dunkin Donuts coffee in the classic nondescript red mug that I have right here. It's just kind of the mug that I use for different types of coffee that aren't Starbucks. And yeah, let's give the medium roast a go here. To start off, I just want to like get kind of a smell of the coffee. The front of the bag doesn't have, oh, it does have one of those. It has one of those little coffee things right here where you can kind of, you know, smell it without like opening the bag. But I want to get a good smell of it. Oh wow, yeah, that's that does almost have like the classic coffee scent. Just very, yes, very rich. A very rich cup of coffee. That's what that smells like. I'm not sure if I'm getting any herbal notes. I can almost smell a little bit of acidity, even in just the bag itself. Like you can almost taste it on your tongue when you smell it. So I'm actually kind of excited. Let's give this coffee a little bit of a go. Okay, so that is currently brewing, and yeah. I just wanted to say thank you to everyone who has subscribed so far. You have really made my day, and it's just been kind of a weird week. Haven't been sleeping the greatest, and you know, I lay down and I fall asleep, or I think I fall asleep, you know, very quickly, and then just at some point I find myself like, you know, tossing and turning in bed, sitting up, and just like, you know, staring at nothing in the dark. It's been kind of exhausting. I wish I could just get kind of a, you know, a decent night's sleep, but I don't know, maybe it's just kind of the changing of the seasons. I'm just kind of uncomfortable sometimes, I think. I tend to move around in the night too, so that all probably plays a huge role in the way that I've been feeling. But anyway, I hope your sleep has been a lot better than mine. Alright, it is taking a minute here to brew, but I think it's because of the little filter thing you put on top. It helps disperse the water more evenly. And yeah, it's one of the reasons why I bought it. I like the way that it's kind of designed to sort of, you know, so I don't have to do that. Which can be, you know, if you get too crazy with the water, it can just kind of overflow and go everywhere. And I'm currently filming on kind of a nice, you know, little desk shelf area. I don't really want to get that all messy. All right, so it's finishing up here. I'm very, very excited to try this coffee because I don't know, you do hear good things about Dunkin' Donuts, you really do. And I wanted to give it a fair shake. The one negative thing that I've heard about it, which I hope doesn't color my perception here, but is that sometimes they can taste a little bit burnt. I've never been to a Dunkin' Donuts, and that's where this person said that they had gotten the burnt coffee from, so I can't say whether they were being, you know, honest or not, or maybe that was just the one store and the one experience. I have certainly had questionable experiences when I have gone to Starbucks, but I try not to let that color my whole perception of the company. And yeah, let's give this a go. Okay, so right away, ooh, that does smell like coffee. Ooh. Smells very rich, like I said, just very rich, and you can get more of that acidic flavor smelling it like this. Wow. definitely acidic. Definitely acidic. It has a little bit of a bitter aftertaste, but overall I would say it's actually pretty smooth. Oh yeah, it's got almost a citrus taste to it. It's very strange to say, but like now I did do this as a pour over, so any of the notes that I talk about, they're going to be really enhanced by the pour over method. If you were to brew this in just say a regular pot, you know, of coffee, which is usually like around 10 or so cups of coffee, you're not going to get like the overall strong flavor that you would with a pour over system. But this definitely lets you taste all the notes of the coffee. I'm definitely getting like a citrus, like over taste, and then just a deep acidity that kind of is a little bit bitter towards the end, but overall it actually tastes pretty good. Yeah, it's a medium roast. It's definitely not hitting very dark. Gosh, it tastes very, I don't know, just tastes very, I don't know how to really describe it. It is smooth, but it's not, if that makes sense. It's got this smooth texture to it, but it's just that acidity kind of throws it off. As I try it more, yeah, the citrus kind of dulls as it cools a little bit, and then you just kind of get that acidic flavor. Overall, I would say this is a decent cup of coffee. I plan on, you know, making a full pot of it and drinking it. I would give this probably a 7 out of 10. Like I said, the overall note is just citrus. It kind of has like a very acidic, like lemony overtaste. Underneath that, you're getting the very deep acidic notes. And then underneath that is a little bit of bitterness, kind of with that smooth overtone of coffee. It just, I don't know if I'm making sense right now, but that is what I taste when I taste the coffee. Oh, speaking of not sleeping, right? Alright, so the next coffee that we are going to try is the Starbucks Colombia blend, and this one is a medium roast as well, just kind of a very middle of the road medium roast, as we saw in the packaging. I plan on using the Starbucks cup here for the Starbucks brew, and yeah, I'll just go clean my pour over system real quick and we'll get to brewing the Starbucks cup. Okay, so the second coffee that we are going to brew today is the Starbucks Colombia, as I stated before, and yeah, I wanted to give this one kind of a smell too before we actually start brewing it, just to kind of see what it's like, what it's all about here. Alright. Well, I smell herbal notes and walnuts, I think is what they said. Toasted walnuts and herbs. Okay, it's a little different. Oh wow, yeah. That's a very smooth smelling coffee. Very light smelling too. I don't know, that was lighter than I expected it was going to be. Oh, that smells really good. I don't know, I'm very excited to try this one. This smells really good. Alright, let's give it a go. Okay, so we're back, and well, that took a little bit longer to brew than I was expecting. I think the grind of the Starbucks coffee is a little bit finer than the grind of the Dunkin Donuts coffee, so it was a little bit harder for the water to pass through. Also, the little water disbursement thingy got a little bit clogged, so that caused it to move a little slower too through the coffee. But we got our Starbucks coffee in the Starbucks coffee mug, and let's give it a try. Oh yeah, there's that smooth, that very smooth coffee smell that I was getting from the bag. Okay, what's interesting here is that this coffee also is acidic. I can taste the acidity like on all portions of my tongue. But the difference between this and the Dunkin Donuts coffee is the acidity is not just overpowering. It's not just like a note in and of itself. It's more just kind of like in the background of the coffee flavor. The overall taste is very smooth. I do get a few of the herbal notes. I'm not getting any toasted walnut though. Just a very, very smooth cup of coffee.
very light in a lot of ways. It's not very heavy on the tongue. If you were to brew a whole pot of this coffee, it would probably be popular with everyone who tried it because it tastes just like a really smooth cup of coffee. It tastes really good. So yeah, overall, just a smooth, bold flavor. Everyone can enjoy it. I would give this coffee an 8 out of 10. And yeah, I just think that the flavor is nice. The herbal notes are really nice. This would go well with, you know, probably any dish. And yeah, I really enjoy it. Whew, this one was a little bit tough to get through. There's a lot of noise and distractions happening outside, so I apologize if I was a little all over the place in this review. The next review that I'm gonna do, I think, is gonna be a tea review, so please stay tuned for that. And as always, thank you for watching. If you want to agree with me or disagree in the comments, what do you think of the Dunkin Donuts coffee? Do you enjoy it? Do you not enjoy it? Do you like Starbucks coffee? Let me know down below.